Gwyneth Paltrow should not be made to ransom over ski crash, court told. Gwyneth Paltrow should not be made to pay a $3 million ransom for a meritless claim over a skiing collision 7 years ago, a U.S. court has heard. The Oscar-winning actress had shown courage by attending court for the 2-week trial where she had become a punching bag, jurors were told. Ms. Paltrow is accused of slamming into retired optometrist Terry Sanderson, leaving him with several broken ribs and severe brain injuries. She has denied the claims, alleging that Mr. Sanderson crashed into her at the Deer Valley Resort in Utah and caused her to lose half a day of skiing. Closing arguments took place in front of a packed courtroom on Thursday, as the high-profile trial drew to a close, with lawyers for Mr. Sanderson suggesting he be paid damages of more than $3 million £4 million. Stephen Owens, representing Gwyneth Paltrow, said the actress had sat in court for 2 weeks as a punching bag and had been uncomfortable during proceedings. "It takes a lot of courage, does it not?" he told the jury in his own closing argument. Mr. Sanderson's life has been laid open, that's because of him. He hit her. He hurt her and he wants $3 million for it? That's not fair. The easy thing for my client would have been to write a check and be done with it, but what does that tell her kids? It's wrong. It's actually wrong that he hurt her and he wants money from her. Describing Ms. Paltrow's reaction to the crash at the time, Mr. Owens said, "Gwyneth is pissed off. If you hit someone, do you yell at the person you just hit? No. The hurtee is usually the unhappy one." He added, "This is a meritless claim. You don't throw a $3 million bombshell in the courtroom, call her Gwyneth Paltrow, King Khan, and walk away. You shouldn't reward that." Gwyneth, who could have just paid it out, paid the ransom, said, "No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to have someone hurt me and then ask me for a lot of money. I'm not going to do it." Ms. Paltrow has counter-sued Mr. Sanderson for $1. "We ask you for the dollar not because she had to go in and get an early massage, but because it screwed up a very carefully planned time in her life," Mr. Owens said. "We want our dollar." Earlier, jurors heard from Mr. Sanderson's legal team, who said that Ms. Paltrow was not a liar but was wrong about what she believes happened during the incident 7 years ago. Robert Sykes told jurors that the actress's views on the collision were sincerely expressed but incorrect. "Gwyneth Paltrow in this case is not a liar. Terry Sanderson is not a liar," he said. "Gwyneth is a good person. She is a good mother and she loves her children and she is passionate about things. I think that she believes, and I believe Gwyneth Paltrow when she says Terry hit me in the back. It's a sincere belief, but the problem is a sincere belief doesn't make it so." Mr. Sykes continued, "So often people that are in these types of events have totally different viewpoints. We don't hold anything against Gwyneth for her viewpoint, it's sincerely expressed. But she's wrong based on the evidence. And Terry is correct." Mr. Sykes added, "That day that Terry left his house to go skiing, he anticipated, like many other days in his life, a fun day of skiing, and he never returned home that night as the same Terry. He never came home, figuratively speaking. Terry has tried to get off that mountain but he's really still there. Part of Terry will forever be there. We hope you will help bring Terry home off that mountain with a fair verdict today." In his own remarks, James Egan, also representing the actress, said, "Ms. Paltrow wants Terry Sanderson off the mountain too, but she does not want to be responsible for the cost." Lawrence Bueller, representing Mr. Sanderson, previously suggested that the jury award him damages totaling $3,276,000 US, £2, $645,861. Writing on a board in court, Mr. Bueller explained his working, saying, 16 hours a day times 365 days a year, Terry is likely to live another 10 years, though we hope he lives a lot longer, that's 17 years. 16 times 365, times 17, times, I'm going to say $33.26. This equation is $3,276, $000. He added, "This case is not about celebrity, this is about a man's life." In the past week, both Ms. Paltrow and Mr. Sanderson have entered the witness box to recount their version of events. Throughout the trial, jurors have also heard from a variety of medical experts, ski instructors, and members of both Mr. Sanderson's and Ms. Paltrow's families, including the actress's children, Apple and Moses Martin. Jurors have now been sent to deliberate on their verdicts.